already. NBA Monday on Peacock on the bench. And Austin's going to have a long night. We are underway.
That's my fan right here. Hey, man.
Daniels. Over to McCollum. Runner in the lane won't go. Battle for the rebound. And is scooped up by Anunoby. Stolen by McCollum. Lining up a tray. That's good.
Hey, Grady on every possession. You can't be asleep at the wheel.
You know how that goes, too. Turnovers always lead to just open threes and easy baskets. You can tell that ball was good as soon as it left his hands.
Downs needs a teammate. Trying to find a cutting Bridges who's just out of reach.
You know, Jordan, one thing I think it's always kind of looked over in sports is allowing scorers to get a rhythm early. Like, the last thing you want is C.J. McCollum getting a teed open, wide open three. Now the guy's seen the ball go to the basket.
Here we go, playmaking, getting downhill. Look, he's coming off an efficient 25 in that breezy Brooklyn win. He's coming out here hunting his aggressively early.
This is Okongwu spinning inside, finishing with the left.
It all starts with elite spacing to allow gap pursuit, and that's your 5-man.
Towns good from downtown.
He can do that, can he? One of the most skilled bigs in the NBA. Lining it up right there. Can't give him that much room.
Game looks different at the 5 spot these days, don't it?
It does.
Throw it up to Okongwu. He's fouled on the interior.
Not without Landale. You almost expect to see Tony Bradley that size. They'll probably need it if Cat really starts working down low early.
There is Tony Bradley.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little Kuminga. I think they're going to be able to use Kuminga like that. He's a Swiss Army knife with his size and athletic ability. He might guard Karl a little bit nice.
Bridges right down the lane for the flush.
That's what we want to see a little bit more with New York. Just a little bit more ball movement like that. Karl is such a willing and able passer. More cutting, especially with slashers like OG and Mikal.
Seen zone from New York. Johnson from deep.
That all started with McCollum identifying he had the mismatch, made Towns dance, touches paint, sprays it out for a three-point look. And this Hawks team, top 5 shooting from beyond the arc.
Bridges up top to Anunoby. He'll try from downtown. Swish. OG Anunoby.
Shooters came to shoot tonight.
Looking forward to this matchup. Again, the last time these two teams saw each other.
Times you see Daniels get lost in the sauce defense.
Atlanta by 2. Brunson. Pocket pass to Towns. Finds Bridges again.
It's a great job right now. The ball is not sticking. Even Brunson coming off that pick and roll, that gravity, gets it right to Karl. He makes the right decision.
McCollum hanging, can't hit. Towns the board, quickly ahead to Brunson. 2 on 3. Pass ahead to Bridges. Out of bounds.
You got a problem?
Hey, I'm on a Hawks bench tonight.
I see. I mean, my goodness.
Just echoing sentiments from my guys over here.
Johnson looking for 3 more. No, and we're going to get a loose ball. Towns steal off the inbound and then lost it out of bounds. Towns. McCollum goes around the world. We'll toss it out to Johnson. Johnson penetrating. Step through. Push shot won't go. Towns
good rebound.
The board. He's second in the NBA in rebounding.
He went up and got that one.
Brunson. And foul. Bailed out by a foul. Brunson splits a pair. Knicks by 1. Alexander Walker, another MIP candidate this season, finds Johnson. Johnson can't get it to go. Got it back, and that won't drop on the second attempt. Here comes Brunson the other way.
Great verticality there, too, by Karl. And I love the no call by the refs. Let these guys play. It's playoff time damn near.
Johnson seeing a crowd early. He's going to have to adjust.
Brunson. Smooth pull-up Jay.
Speaking of playoff time, that looked like JB playoff Jalen Brunson right there.
8 unanswered points from New York.
Although, Jordan, he's pretty good during the regular season, too.
Johnson finds McCollum, and it's an offensive foul an illegal screen.
Shot.
I'll tell you, the Hawks are connected defensively there. Switched everything. Alexander Walker, late contest. Not even late. Was all over him. That's good defense, better offense.
Shot clock winding down on Johnson. Johnson to the rack. That snaps an 11-0 New York run.
We finally got a runway where Jalen Johnson is clearly at his best. It's no secret. He can power up and have those straight line drives.
Pass inside. Anunoby got free.
Now here's the challenge early in this game and why the Hawks are shooting a low percentage. The transition game's been eliminated. They haven't been able to get stops and be able to run.
Daniels from deep. He is just an 18% three-point shooter on the season. However, he entered tonight hitting 4 of his last 7.
Talked to Coach Snyder, and he said, yeah, he's gaining some confidence by being out there in space, finding his spots.
Brunson can't hit. Vincent the board. Quickly ahead to Daniels.
You know how it is. One falls, and then that basket just opens up.
Vincent off the mark. And Alexander Walker tried to chase it down. Towns leading the break.
You got a little Karl Anthony Towns, man.
Foul beyond the arc. McBride.
In the NBA, because what he's done offensively, obviously so notable, but the fact that defensively he hasn't lost a step there. A true two-way player with a plus, like you said, 11-point average. This guy has done it in a ridiculous way.
Well, he's done a good job of making a niche and then creating space from that. He got consistent minutes by just defending and being a spot 3. What he did with opportunity is let his game go.
Bridges with the floater in the lane.
Similar to that guy.
Alexander Walker, sidestep, fires, and hits.
I think that's part of the growth, too. This guy has just become in isolation, he can be a movement shooter off the bounce with the mid-range.
These are the type of shots people did not know he could make.
Robinson.
Beautiful pass, too. He did a great job of keeping that ball low, Grady.
Knicks have only missed 2 shots. They're 10 for 12 shooting. Beautiful feed. Daniels got free inside for the lay. Back and forth we go.
Gabe Vincent able to attack that closeout, collapse that defense, draw 2, and a nice little dump ball.
Brunson in and out. Offensive board. Bridges floats it up and off. Outside to Brunson. Threw it away. Daniels over to Johnson. Got caught in the air. Alexander Walker will heave it and hits in front of his own bench. Timeout, New
Hawks games this year. Knicks they just bring them out, don't they? I mean, the energy, the fans.
Yes, wherever they go. As Anunoby almost gives it a college-like atmosphere.
Nah, it does.
On the road.
The environment just changes. You know, when they go, it's almost like a home.
With the handle, he was just picked up by Atlanta. They have some issues with their bigs. As far as health is concerned, no Jock Landale due to an ankle injury.
That's an impressive pass, by the way. McKeel just launched a left hand across the court.
Had a number of those. And Bridges hits the deck.
And he pointed him out. I like that. Got to that midi, raise up. That's his bread and butter right there. They say it's a lost art, but not for my guy.
Donovan Kuminga out there as well for Atlanta. Vincent finds Johnson. 2 All-Stars. Skip pass. Alexander Walker, electric slide. Can't hit from 3. Bradley tried to keep it alive. Vincent comes out of there with it.
It's a really good fight for Bradley, keeping possession alive.
Alexander Walker! Oh, beautiful finish with the left.
Now, Brady, those are glimpses of who these Hawks can be. Winning the offensive backboard, those gritty ones, the margins, generating second chance opportunities off those ones that careen oddly off the rim.
And Anunoby no good. Nickeil Alexander Walker, 10 points already.
You know, Nickeil DM'd me the other day asking advice for some car collection. He's planning on the way he's playing. He's going to maybe buying a few cars.
This is Johnson. If the MIP battle may be a 2-man race,
Absolutely.
With all respect to Denny Abdi and others in the league, it might be Nickeil Alexander Walker and his teammate Jalen Johnson.
That's a big shot, too.
This is Bridges. Outside, Anunoby firing again from deep. That time he's long.
Jordan, I think you could agree. Johnson can get that many down, Pat. Just gives them something to close games with. The guy who can get a shot off at any time. It'd be huge for them.
Bradley maybe doing too much there, but Austin, you're absolutely right. Especially because the question is who's their go-to guy at half court.
Brunson fouled, and Alexander Walker.
It has to be spaced right, and we have to move the basketball. If you hold on to the ball for longer than 0.5 seconds and the defense gets set, you're in trouble. So we got to play fast, not just in transition, but the front court too.
That's the rest of the way, man. Back to you, Grady.
Thanks, Austin. 6 turnovers for the Knicks. Risachet in the corner, hounded by Clarkson.
Got to be more decisive on a catch. That's got to be a catch and shoot.
Risachet tried to go glass, no good. The Hawks, they've won their last 4 games. Knicks, winners of their last 2.
Great job by JC holding them up.
And Anobi got the leg.
Rotations are a tick slower than we've been accustomed to watching with these Hawks post All-Star break.
A good job by OG, feeling the defender was above him. Nice little slip on the screen there, using his size and patience down low to finish through contact. Could have been an and 1.
Kuminga rises over McBride.
I didn't like it until he made it. I thought the ball was sticking, needed to move, but
that's one of those no.
Yeah, the Kuminga saw something he liked there within the matchup.
I don't mind it. Obviously, a midi, fadey, you're always like, oh, no, I don't know if I want that early in the clock. But if you got a size advantage and Kuminga's ISO, just let him go.
Shabbat fouled on the drive.
Easy punctuation at the rim.
Those slip pick and rolls are always just so hard to deal with.
Getting my feel, but he's ready to go back out there and have an impact.
I guarantee you his next stint will be much better. It's always that second stint. That first one's tough, especially just to go from 0 to 100 like that.
Why do you say that, Austin? That's exactly what he said. He said, my second win, I'm ready.
Dyson couldn't get it to go. It's cleared by Robinson. Salmon. He's having one of the best seasons of his career. McBride around a Robinson screen, fires and hits. That high arcing 3.
Yes, it is.
A highly contested 3. I mean, Atlanta defensively is doing a job.
McCollum can't answer, tipped up and off. Daniels there.
Maker, he's got that rainbow, unorthodox timing of a jump shot, places the ball high, and he can defensively. McBride does it at the offensive end.
Cincinnati Bowler guy, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Larkin. A lot of athletes have come out of Deuces High School there in Cincinnati.
2 minutes going by here in the second quarter. Anunoby outside to McBride. Defended by Daniels. And is that a draw to Anunoby? Left it short, and Daniels got up for the board.
And I love the unselfishness, but I would like McBride to shoot that one. I mean, OG's gonna get his hand full of shots, through the game. He's coming up the bench and just let 2 go down. Wide open look there, let it fly. I don't even think OG was expecting it.
Oh, Robinson, the defense.
He can do it too. He's gonna be huge for this team in the playoffs.
But you don't want to be disruptive, Austin, in how they like to play, right?
That shot off the heel from a
There's your look.
Kuminga lines it up, and it won't drop. Follow slam! Risachet!
There it is.
My guy. Risachet. Hey, you know what? Risachet, he got on the backboard a sequence before. Couldn't get it, but impeccable timing.
Activity from him has been great, by the way.
Clarkson.
Mr. Bucket.
Former 6th man of the year. The floater is pure. Plus the
in the late stages of the season, giving this group one heck of a lift.
136, New York on top. Okongwu picks up the dribble. Robinson all over him. The defensive pressure. He's from Mitchell Robinson.
He's been great.
McBride. Outside, Clarkson. That won't go. Robinson active on the glass. Puts it up and through. Robinson making his presence felt. Largest lead. So a lot to be sorted out in what is now the final week of the NBA season. Michael Grady, Jordan Cornette, Austin Rivers here on the bench.
Sorry, guys.
Monday here on Peacock. Yes, Austin.
Full conversation at the end of the bench. Carl said he's sore because he's not used to sitting. So that's quite the luxury. Jose looked at him next to him and goes, huh?
That's on cue. That's the kind of insight you get with these on-the-bench games. McBride, that won't count. It's in the
So gets blown. That's all effort as a domino effect.
Knicks by 4. Johnson. That's a tough shot. Won't drop. Robinson clears it for New York.
I think he knew what he wanted to do with it when he left it for the air.
Right? Knicks only average about 13.7 turnovers a game. Alexander Walker, high off the window.
Hey, man.
Come on.
Hey, man.
Come on.
His bag.
Deep.
It is.
That finishing package.
Arm's length to get those fries.
Clarkson now. Working on Vincent. Lost the handle. That's 9 turnovers. Josh Hart will bring it up for the Knicks.
Crowd is ready to explode on that one.
Stamets. Floor now along with Jalen Brunson. Here is Towns for 3. In and out.
Kuminga just went up and snatched that.
Athleticism. Kuminga.
This is where he...
This is where it gets a little hairy for him. You got to move it, then you'll find yours.
But I don't mind that matchup. If he's got Brunson, go.
Then you take it. Yeah, that right wing, you take it.
Daniels attacking Bridges.
Do you know how that happens? Spacing. All 5 guys beyond the arc. You have gap pursuit. Help side defense can't get there in time. And Daniels understanding his 3-point limitation. The first to get to the rim.
Bridges can't hit. Johnson the board. Hawks on a 7-0 run. Looking to take the lead. No. Yes!
You reach, I teach from beyond the arc.
And you can see this city feels this new energy. They're rolling. I haven't seen a crowd like this all year.
Brunson can't silence the crowd. Here comes Johnson.
Awesome. What are you talking about? We were here in Magic City night.
It wasn't like this. And they were there for other reasons.
This is Stamets. That won't go. Kuminga the board. Launches a pass down the court. Okongwu lost his shoe.
This guy was a guy who led with defense. That defense has not lost a step despite this offensive production. It's incredible.
Here's the veteran, C.J. McCollum. Gave it up to Johnson.
Got to win this matchup.
Johnson, step through, fires and hits.
That's exactly what he did.
When he can score over the top, wildly.
Glass high.
Okongwu, no. Daniels the offensive board. Out to McCollum.
Yeah.
Stops on a dime again. That time it won't go.
Pace. Conwell undersized at the 5 spot at 6'8", but the motor is the motor. Didn't get the rebound, but gives his group an opportunity with 14 on the clock.
Alexander Walker defended by Bridges. Now it's Hart with the assignment. Got it back, fires. Alexander Walker's a flamethrower.
How about
He's got 18.
How about Daniels understanding how to make himself a viable resource? Catch it, dribble handoff, and get Nolan to look from 3.
Brunson over to Anunoby, just checked in and knocks down the tray.
Big 3 there. Hawks right now shooting the lights out. Need a shot like that or two to just calm everybody down. We're in the race still.
13 for OG Anunoby.
That was a big point of emphasis for the Hawks coming in with their scout was got to defend the 3 with a sense of urgency.
This is a Okongwu from deep, long. Towns the board, ahead to Brunson. And illegal sprain.
Sometimes you have no choice but to move. Great job by Nikhil.
Outside look, Daniels wants 3, and it nearly dropped.
I'm about to say, hold on.
But Coach Snyder wants to take those. I mean, he's got to float around that perimeter, and he's got to take those.
You do.
Presented.
You do.
I don't care about the 18% from beyond the arc.
Correct. That's a great point. When you're that open, you got to keep the defense on. If I'm Towns, you got moves.
Towns,
Exactly.
driving, and is it off his hip? It is.